Welcome, folks, to your third stimulus check, third stimulus package update for March 11th. Before we jump into this video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you want to, please subscribe and ring the bell for future updates. If you like this video, jump up and down on that like button, smack that like button, thumbs up, and share this video if you can. All comments are welcome. Today we're going to be discussing the child tax credit. Congress passes $3,000 child tax credit for 2021. This will help a lot of American folks out when they have children, to help them out with finances, keep food on the table. A expanded child tax credit for 2021 is about to become law after President Joe Biden signs it. After some procedural wrangling in the Senate, Congress approved President Biden's stimulus package to help tackle the coronavirus pandemic and stimulate the economy. Because the Senate made some changes to the House-crafted bill titled the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, the House had to re-vote on the revised bill before sending it to Biden's desk for signature. The final vote happened on Wednesday. One provision in the American Rescue Plan would be for 1 year to expand the child tax credit and make it fully refundable. Presently, the child tax credit is worth $2,000 per kid under the age of 17, who you claim as a dependent and who has a Social Security number. To qualify, the child must be related to you and generally live with you for at least 6 months during the year. The credit begins to phase out if your adjusted gross income, AGI, is above $400,000 on a joint return, or over $200,000 on a single or head of household return. Up to $1,400 of the child credit is refundable for some lower income individuals with children. But these people must also have earned income of at least $2,500 to get a refund. The American Rescue Plan would temporarily expand the child tax credit for 2021. First, the plan would allow 17-year-old children to qualify. Second, it would increase the credit to $3,000 per child, $3,600 per child under the age of 6 for many families. Third, it would remove the $2,500 earning floor. Fourth, it would make the credit fully refundable. And fifth, it would allow half of the credit to be paid in advance by having IRS send periodic payments to families from July 21st to December 21st. Phase out for wealthier parents. Not all families with children would get the higher child credit. The enhanced tax break would begin to phase out at AGIs of $75,000 on single returns, $112,500 on head of household returns, and $150,000 on joint returns. Under the proposal, the IRS would look to the 2020 returns to determine your eligibility. If a 2020 return has not yet been filed, the IRS would look to the 2019 returns. Families who aren't eligible for the higher child tax credit would claim the regular credit of $2,000 per child, less the amount of any monthly payments they got, provided their AGI is below the current threshold of $400,000 on joint returns and $200,000 on other returns. Regardless of the advance payments, the plan calls for the IRS to send out a check manually in the form of direct deposits periodically from July through December to families. These periodic payments would account for half of the family's 2021 child tax credit. For example, if the monthly payments were made, they would result in payments of up to $250 per child, $300 per child under the age of 6. Take a family of 5 with 3 children ages 12, 7, and 5. Assuming the family qualified for the higher child credit and doesn't opt out of the advance payments, they could get $800 per month from the IRS from July through December. for a total of $4,800. They would then claim the additional $4,800 in child tax credit when they file their 2021 return next year. Some overpayments would have to be paid back. With advance payments of the child tax credit, there will sure be instances in which families receive more in advance child tax credit payments from the IRS than they are otherwise entitled to. And the American Rescue Plan contemplates this by providing a safe harbor for lower and moderate income taxpayers. A lot of folks left me some comments on this here on the child tax credit and asked questions about it, so I thought I'd do a video on it. Hopefully some of this information will help you out. Families with 2021 adjusted gross income below $40,000 on a single return, $50,000 on a head of household return, and $60,000 on a joint return would not have to repay any credit overpayment that they got. On the other hand, families with 2021 adjusted gross income of at least $80,000 and single return of $100,000 on a head of household returns and $120,000 on joint return would need to repay the entire amount of the overpayment when they file their 2021 tax return next year. And families with 2021 adjusted gross income between these thresholds would need to repay a portion of the overpayment. The IRS is up to the challenge. Most tax experts and some lawmakers question whether the IRS, with its out-of-date computer system, shrunken workforce, its myriad of other duties, would be fully able to deliver periodic child credit payments. I wonder that too, because their system's so messed up. Especially if the expanded child tax credit and advance payments are eventually made permanent, which would very well happen. Some Senate and House Democrats are already talking about making them permanent, taunting the potential impact that a fully refundable expanded child tax credit would have, reducing child poverty. Setting up a new program to deliver regular payments to taxpayers who must meet complex eligibility requirements to qualify for the child tax credit will be challenged for an agency that is not used to sending out periodic payments. The IRS would need more funding for such a big undertaking. The House bill authorizes an additional $400 million for the IRS to take up on additional work. But some experts question whether this is enough. The IRS says to facilitate advance payments of the credit, it would have to build a system to compute and recompute payments as taxpayers provide new information. This already sounds like a headache in the making here, folks. After all, we got all these problems with direct deposits going to the wrong banks, people not getting their stimulus returns, and people having a problem with their 2020 income tax return. Now they're going to add all this to our IRS system. I think they need to fix their computers and everything. Maybe that's why they're not going to start doing this till July, to try to get this stuff sent out. Such a system must also be able to issue and track payments, as well as to reconcile all payments sent out to each taxpayer during the year, with the taxpayer's credit taken on the tax return. The agency would also need to develop a program that would flag returns that don't accurately read their returns. Well, folks, I hope you find some of this video helpful for you. If I tried to do a whole one video on the third stimulus package, it would be 10 to 20 hours long, folks. There's just so much in it, what's going through. But this is for the child tax credit. If you qualify on your tax return, they should start sending those monthly payments if you want, I guess. They're going to do it automatically, or let you know if they're not, between July and December. That'll help a lot of families out, on top of everything else that's going on. But anyways, folks, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it out. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring the bell for future updates. All comments are welcome. Take care and be safe.